I'm pretty sure that's just transmission oil from the Escort before I fixed the leak. Damn it. Fuck's sakes. That's right, fucker. What the fuck? You stupid son of a bitch. I'm gonna fucking molest you with a hammer. Oops. Oh, I know why. It fucking broke right here. It was pop riveted on. That's what happened. It's pop rivets.
Oh damn. That's whole fucking side. Yeah, I guess that's forked out. Wow. Doesn't have a sensor or anything, that's why.
No, but that's what this is for.
Well, yeah, we forced it down at this point, but...
Here, go out there with your bike. I'll meet you through the front door. Bend her back, bud. What? What, right here? Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, looks like I'm going to be fixing the garage door tomorrow.
Get John's MIG welder over here, dude.
Oh,
Weld that shit together.
it's fucked. It's fucking aluminum, man.
Oh yeah, it's aluminum. Just like put it on the lowest setting possible. Test it on like piece of shit aluminum.
Oh god.
Test it on a beer can.
Hold on,
You'd have to have a thick one though, because the lighter ones will be
fucking goddamn it. Why does everything have to constantly fuck me? Every day. Every day I'm getting fucked. So I'm facing a little bit of a dilemma. It's a bit of a different video. It's pretty hot in here. 90 degrees in the garage, so it's standard attire weather, which is wife beater jeans and steel-toed boots. But anywho, I'm in the middle of fixing my garage. Got my new garbage picked ladder right here. Go ahead and pull this bracket back out. I've already had it out earlier. Lighting is probably not going to be my best friend in this video. Let's go ahead and pull it out. I'll show you guys what happened. I've already taken the hammer to this bracket and straightened it out a lot better than it was. Those two creases right there, this thing was actually cocked in like that. And that was facing straight up, but the rest of it was like this. So what happened was me and my buddy were going to go do some riding today, and we did. And so I go to shut my garage door after I get the bike out of the garage, and it stops right about here. Just stops. So I figured, hey, I might have hit the button on accident on something and stopped it. It's just a little regular fob remote thing. And so I pressed it again, it starts going back up, what looks to be like jolts like that, but it's actually because it was already broken. And it finally gets back up to here where it stops, and then the whole garage is just flexing like that. So it broke itself down here somehow. This is actually the second or third time that this has happened, but this is the damage that it's done. I've already taken a hammer to up here just a little bit, but it ripped this hole, this incision in my garage door, ripped both of these pop rivets out, and put a nice little rip in this piece of aluminum right there. So I just went ahead and undid this dog bone here and took this bracket off, straightened it out like I was saying. I pulled off the pieces of the pop rivets. They're sitting around. I apologize for the low light again. So basically what I have to do now is take this here bracket, put that self-tapping bolt back in through the 3 parts. This goes sandwiched in between the door and the frame, the panel and the frame, I should say. This garage door has definitely been fixed and saved many more times than it's probably worth at this point. But I don't feel like putting in a new garage door because they cost a lot of money, for one thing. And yeah, that's pretty much where that is. So I'm just gonna thread that bolt back in, grab my deep socket here, just thread it back in just to seat it. So what I'm gonna have to do now is check and see if that lines up, and it does. Might have to actually adjust a little bit of the garage door mechanism here, but hopefully we won't. And what I'm gonna do is, that galvanized bucket over there is full of nuts and screws and all sorts of different bolts. It's basically my little Frankenstein box, so I'm going to bring that over here, fish out some hardware that'll hopefully fit through here. And I'm going to drill out some new screw holes, as well as drill out a bolt hole through here, so I can put a bolt and a nut through there to hopefully reinforce this thing. Now this piece here is a piece of reinforcing metal that I'm probably going to end up finding a way to use. And the middle of this panel right here is kind of tweaked a little bit. So what I'm going to do is slide this behind there, so it's kind of like that. Figure out a way to mount that. So I'll let you guys know when things change a bit. Well, so far, this job has cost me absolutely nothing. As you guys can see, I've got these 2 bottom bolts in, and they're tight. Now I just got to do the top 2. And I'm probably going to end up removing this set bolt here. I may or may not end up reusing that hole, but I'm going to drill another hole, probably here to the left, go all the way through, and stick my hand back up in here, and stick the bolt through. Actually worked out really well, because in my Frankenstein box down there, thing finally came in handy. I didn't have to buy any hardware for this. Though there does seem to be a shortage of nuts in there. There's plenty of bolts. This one's actually just a hair too long, but I think it should work fine. Got a bunch of washers on another bolt, as well as another nut. And so that's really where I'm at. I just kind of put this back in place, just not really, kind of use as a placeholder, but what I'm going to have to do after I get all this set up is find a way to get that in there, going probably along diagonally, I would hope, but we'll have to see how that goes. Well, so here's where we're at now. Just reconnected that dog bone again, the wishbone. Got 2 bolts in up here, 2 in down here as you guys saw earlier, and then this one right here. So far I'm into this $0. This bracket is just kind of sitting here. It ain't gonna go nowhere anytime soon. Kind of stick it in there just so it won't move too much. So now I just gotta lock this back in place. Here we have my famous little remote. Let's give her a shot. No, she is not liking that. Might have to adjust it right there. Speed's a little slow, probably because of that bend right there. I gotta figure out how to adjust the speed on this thing. Let's see what it does down. It goes down quite a bit easier. That's the problem area right there. It's a damn bend. So the best I can do is probably pound that back a little bit with a hammer. Damn it. See what I can do about the speed though. Well, so I adjusted the force. Those two knobs right there. But that just adjusts how much it continues to wind after it goes near or past those sensors on the rail. So this is really the best I can get out of it for this point in time, at this point in time. They ain't perfect, but it's functional. But there's a, the bend is right here where it's coming out. And I'll try and put the butt end of a hammer up against it and just push it up and see if that does much, but I don't think it will. So we'll see what we can do. But I think that'll be about it for this video, guys. It's really just some fine tuning and tweaking I need to do with this thing, but other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this, and you all stay classy.